childhood pleading with my dad for a little bit of fur and a friend I never had. He said, wait till you are grown up. And so I did my time until I moved away and made a life that was mine. I brought home a shepherd, just a bowl of silver fur, and I knew in his blood lived the memory of her. He was shaking in the corner, but I whispered in his ear, Cutter, you're the only one I'll ever hold dear. Oh, my Cutter, in this world there was no other. From a frightened little pup to a shadow like a brother. We grew older, we grew wiser, with a love so interlaced. There's a hole in my heart that can never be replaced. No, like Cutter, there was no other. I watched him grow tall, steady, faithful trust, living for the morning and the settling of the dust. I remember one morning when I overslept the sun, but Cutter didn't plan on missing out. No, no, no. He turned the bedroom knob and he jumped upon the bed, sent me tumbling to the floor where I gracefully hit my head. I started out angry, then I looked into his eyes and realized I'd found myself a blessing in disguise. Oh, my Cutter, in this world there was no other. From a frightened little pup to a shadow like a brother. We grew older, we grew wiser, with a love so interlaced. There's a hole in my heart that can never be replaced. No, like Cutter, there was no other. Through the winters and the duck blinds, through the rain and the snow, everywhere I turned my head, he was ready to go. On those cold winter nights by the basement door, he'd shake the water off and lay his head upon the floor, right beside my feet in the glow of the fire. The kind of loyal friend that would never ever tire. Then came the morning when the house felt far too still. The silence in the hallway gave my heart a heavy chill. I walked into the den and I found him lying there. I called out his name, but he only caught the air. I gathered him up and I held him in my arms. I promised he'd get well, tried to keep him from the harm, but he closed his eyes and he left me in the grave. And the fire in the heart hasn't felt the same today. Oh, my Cutter, in this world there was no other. From a frightened little pup to a shadow like a brother. We grew older, we grew wiser, with a love so interlaced. There's a hole in my heart that can never be replaced. No, like Cutter, there was no other. I'm staring at the embers, thinking of my friend in my life. cutter. There will never be another.